So track number 6 is Riding the Winds of Change.
Yes.
And we were trying to think of what's a good name for this song, because it's really the instrumental for Onward to Glory. But actually, to be honest, this song, Onward to Glory, was originally written as an instrumental called Onward to Glory.
And Onward to Glory, just if you're watching the beginning of these discussions, is a song which comes on later on towards the end of the album. So, as Sean said, this is the instrumental for that song. Sorry, so continue, Sean.
Exactly, but I knew the lyric Onward to Glory had to be in there, because I had written this quite a time before I met Lindsey.
Mm-hmm.
This was one of my babies, this song,
Yeah.
and I had it on the shelf. I was like, someday I'm going to use this song. I'm going to find the right time, the right place to use it, because the song was I knew it was going to be really inspirational. I had all most of the lyrics in my head to some degree, and then we finished up certain phrases and verses and pieced it together nicely. The song itself, when I wrote it, so when we chose Riding the Winds of Change, when I pieced the music together on this, I had a visual. I write all my songs with a visual. I have to see something in my head, some sort of a movie playing out. Every song that I write has a movie playing in my head. And in this movie, I had pictured, when I was little, I went to see The Impossible Dream. Mm-hmm. And it also, not so long ago, saw Les Miserables for the first time.
Yeah.
And both of them have these great hero type characters in them. And The Impossible Dream has been one of my favorite songs for a very, very long time. It really moved me as a child, and I collect different versions of it from different people along the years. And so this is kind of my version of that sort of feel, that motivational feel. And so when I wrote this song, I had this strong bolero in my head. I always find boleros have this marching forward sort of feel to them that tend to be very inspiring and very sort of masculine energy in bolero, I find anyways. And with a bump, ba-da-da-dun, ba-da-da-dun, dun, dun, dun. And so I saw this sort of ship blasting through the sea with all these shipmates hanging off the ropes, up in the poop deck of the ship, saying, here we go, we're heading off, and there's this power that we're going to change your future. And we are empowered to do that. We're not sitting back and just saying, we're victims, we're not, we're just going to sit back and let somebody just take us over. They're just saying, no, we're going to stand up for ourselves, and we're going to go for what we believe. And for me, in my life, I've come across that quite a few times. And so this song was personal, super, like all songs that I work on are personal to me, but this one really was personal to me. It was like, when I was telling Lindsey about it, it's like the song really needs to have a lot of power. So I used, I tried to find this sort of, I like the brass hitting at certain times in this song, and I used a very rare instrument called a chimbasso. And a lot of people don't know what a chimbasso is.
What is it?
A chimbasso is...
Just to tell them. I'm even forgetting what it is.
Yeah.
Which one
and
is it?
chimbasso is, for example, I'll give you its sort of competitor.
Okay.
The competitor in an orchestra of a chimbasso is the tuba. Now the tuba, as you know, is held like this, and the horn goes up.
Yeah.
The tuba has a lot of bottom end, but it's not very brash. It's more like bowl like that.
Yeah.
So it really didn't. I wanted that bottom end power, but I wanted that ripping, strong horn-like power, and I didn't know what to use, because you can use trombones. Trombones are more like that. You'll hear them in a lot of songs, but they don't go really low. And one instrument that I had just recently discovered that jimbasso does. The jimbasso is actually a form of a trombone. It's a ridiculously large instrument, and it actually goes down here, and you hold it on your shoulder here, and
it's a brass instrument.
Yeah, and it's like the world's largest trombone, and it's got a huge horn like this, and it just blasts in your face, ba ba ba, like that. So if you're listening to a film, like for example, The Matrix, they use chimbassos. You'll hear that really powerful bottom end. So once I put that in, I could feel that really strong, and it felt like a rush, the rushing waves, the ship blasting through the waves. So I had a lot of fun with this song, because it's like, well, I get to kind of do some what I want. And I also added the shipmates. You can hear them going bump, ba-da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun-dun-dun, da-da-da, and through the supporting the bolero.
We had Michael Wiseman join us for that.
Michael
with his
came
voice.
over, and man, he's got this really bellowing tone.
Yes,
and
he
I was
was
really
great.
excited that he was going to help us with that. And he also did
He was
some
one of
really,
our guest artists.
Yeah, he did some great key lines with me because I also did the bellowing. Because when you hear all the guys singing in the back there, that's both of us doing the ba-da-da-dums in that. So I was really, really happy with the way the song ended up, and I was kind of curious as to how, what the feedback would be with this song, because it's a little bit different than the other songs on the album.
And I just want to add, because we had Michael Wiseman, but we also had one of my friends called Cindy Anacola, and I knew Cindy from Vienna in Austria when I lived there, and she is a beautiful opera singer, and she had just, like literally the week before, arrived back in Canada after having lived in Vienna for 30 odd years or something. And I called her up and I said, hey, do you want to be on the album? We'd love to have your voice. And I think she really, really adds to not only the song Onward to Glory, but also, of course, the instrumental, Riding the Winds of Change. And so the operatic part at the end of the song is my friend Cindy Anacola. And I'm very grateful for her gifting us with her beautiful voice.
Yeah, it definitely gave it that angel on high,
Yes.
guiding the ship toward its glory.
Yes, definitely. So we hope you love it.
Yeah, we do.